One hater. Haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind, cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters. Do many years in the game, so you know I pay my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, my studio is the kitchen. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I got a degree on my wall. So
What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry that I am late. I have no idea where my live chat is at. There's my live chat. I don't even know if I can read it. Small little technical difficulties this morning. They decided to finally redo the little filming studio for me the way that I wanted it. However, the monitor that I film off of is so flipping far away. Like, I gotta strain. I think I need bifocals, or I need like 70-year-old old man font. No offense to our 70-year-olds out there, in order to see the comments coming in on the YouTube studio screen. But what is going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is true. The rumors are true. There is a barber pole in the house. The barbershop is in full effect. It is a noisy son of a gun, but it does work. It does spin, but man, let me tell you. Sounds like a lawnmower rolling through here. But what is going on, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to Cap Nation Live. Your daily all things sports betting show. All things meaning just about everything other than politics and religion. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, blanket to everybody. Stacey Roach says, everyone hit the like button and let Cal know how much we all appreciate what he does for everyone in the Cap Nation. I thank you. I appreciate that. We definitely appreciate it when you do. Get another monitor for the chat. No. They just need to relocate it, and I think we'll be good. They ordered, I don't know what it is, electronic mobile podium stand or something to put right over here. Nathan says too much money can blind you. Well, good thing I've been donating to charity, right? Jared, do I like soccer today? I do like a little bit of soccer today. I like what the company's putting out. Rich says the barbershop pole just drowns out. Well, what I'm going to do, I need to put it on a switch or something. And I don't even know if you guys can hear it or not. So now that the music is stopping, I'd love to know if you guys could actually hear the clicks and the thunks and the whining and the grinding of the good old barbershop pole. As you guys can see, it is rolling. We've got it in the house. So I'd love to know if you guys can hear it, if it's a nuisance in the background. It's a nuisance to me, which means it's got to be a nuisance to you. Sawyer, you just got the game of the week. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, Matt, if you want to know about games, do me a favor. Email the company. Let's not post them in the live chat. Greatly appreciate it. Be the first way for the company to kill the live show, because we don't need the live show. It's just something that I do for fun. Fast Freddy in the house. What's going on? Alex, you hear it? I hear it too. I hear it loud and clear, let me tell you. I tried listening to it for about an hour yesterday, seeing if I could just drown it out and get used to it. But I never could. Out of curiosity, how noisy is it? You'd think they could make that sucker a little quieter, but nope. But yeah, if it's loud and noisy, let me know, and I will. I'll kill the motion part of it. That's for sure. Matt, you were talking about the free play. Well, then if you're getting the free play at 4.5, then you missed the boat at 3, and I'd probably steer clear of it. But my apologies if you were talking about the free play. Ronald says, still a good day with your personal place. Lakers drop down to 6.5 winner. They did from 8 to 6.5. They did. We did get that one. I know I won on it. I know you won on it. I know a handful of people won on it. Spray WD-40. No, it's actually inside. It's just a noisy little motor. Trust me, I already took it apart yesterday trying to figure it out. I already had that sucker all apart. Thank you, Matt. I do appreciate that, and I do apologize. Sounds like a washing machine. Well, here, we will, there we go. The light is still on, all right? The barbershop light is lit, just so you guys know. The barbershop light is lit. But it does, oh, that's so much better. That is so much better. Real Champ, what's going on, brother? Oh, let's see here. Give me one quick second. Hold on 1 second, folks. Just double checking a game real quick for customers. Hold on 1 second. All right. Nathan stopped by the cheap stuff. I didn't buy it, but we've actually had it for over a year. About a year we've had that sucker. And just never went up. But I know it wasn't cheap. I know it wasn't cheap, man. I'm tired today. Rich says Kyle modded up the pole. Now it has climbs rocks and has a lift kit, right? I tried to quiet that fucker down, let me tell you. So the camera angle and all that will be switching and changing, hopefully in the near future. Until then, you guys get what you get. Let me know if the audio is too low. I could definitely try and make some in-show adjustments to that one, and we'll make some long-term improvements here in the next day or so as well. So just always reinvesting in the equipment and the stuff that we use to hopefully always run the best show out there, or the qualitiest show out there. Jared, do I like Juventus? I do. I've got a soft spot for FC. They made me a lot of money, but as far as Champions League go, I would lean towards Juventus, but I'm not betting it. The company has a play on there. Nathan, I need to do my monthly PMS checks, right? Actually, I did a pregame check on that one. I did a pre-service check on that one. I took that whole fucker apart trying to figure out how to get it to quiet it down, but it's just the cheap motor that they use. Fast Freddy, the audio is loud and clear. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. All right, so we're going to jump into it. Premium Plays had a winning day yesterday. Premium Plays still had another winning day yesterday, 2-1 on Premium Plays. Soccer had a winning day yesterday. Shoulda, coulda, woulda with my personal plays, but damn, Portland stopped scoring on us late in that game. Was looking like it was going to be flying over, and it was all she wrote. We got close, but no cigar. Got a couple buckets away, and we had that big scoring drought, unfortunately. That sucks. Joshua, good morning. Game of the week is today. So for everybody that doesn't know, the game of the week, my personal play game of the week is today. It is already up on the website. It was posted at, 10:02, I think? Posted at 10:02 this morning on the East Coast time. That should be a good one. Big old hoops play. Got to be signed up by 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's the cutoff for it. Does come with my big old guarantee, but we ain't going to need it. Just like last week's blowout winner. We're going to have another blowout winner this week. Frozen. I like that Frozen screen. That one's kind of a not a bad one, if you know what I mean. But that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. Woo, man. I'm dragging today. Definitely dragging today. I think I put a lot of energy into yesterday's games and hopes and prayers for it to be working out for us yesterday. But some of the games did not pan out for us. But nonetheless, it'll be another winning day for everybody on Premium Plays. Soccer. Soccer keeps going 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. You know, winning is winning. It doesn't matter if you're picking up, 9/10 of a game or a unit, or you're picking up a full unit or a half unit. Winning is winning. And they keep stacking those wins together. And it's looking like today's going to be a monster day when it comes to soccer. I love what we're putting out. Willie, welcome to the family. Welcome to Cap Nation. DA Sports, what's going on? Everybody give Willie a big warm welcome to the green side, to Air Fryer Nation, to Cap Nation. You'll have exclusive access to all the Cap Nation member access videos, live shows, all of that good stuff. There will be a members-only live show tomorrow. Members-only live show tomorrow, Willie, at 2:30 Eastern time. So, guys, set your alarm clocks now. Travis Buck, they threw it in the caboose big time last night. Austin P shit the bed on us. So disappointed in them yesterday. Even in overtime, they look like a bag of ass. But Willie, everybody, all Cap Nation members, we will have a live show available to everybody. All YouTube exclusive members, all levels of it, tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern time. If you've got the air fryer or if you've got the Cap Nation Brinks truck, back it up in the comment section. Drop it right now. Feel free to spam the chat. You guys can never really get in trouble here spamming the chat with the Cap Nation Brinks truck or the air fryer. For all of you that don't know what the air fryer symbolizes, it's a movement. It's a nation. And sometimes we talk about air fryers. Literally. Talk about air fryers. All righty. I have no idea where my live chat went. There it is. Remember, I got like grandpa-sized windows to read this from across the room, so I don't see too many comments at once now. Yeah, Nathan, I probably should have laid off of him yesterday. No doubt about it. They definitely let us down yesterday in a bad way. It would have been nice to hit it. No doubt about it. But hey, the YouTube exclusive members, we did get the over in the Tulsa game. So, no real harm or foul there, that's for sure. Yeah, Travis, I had him in a parlay as well on the money line. And I said, all right, I'm going to lose, the one bet on him laying the points. We won Tulsa, or the over in Tulsa. We'll, I'll hammer him on the money line. And unfortunately, they couldn't even do that one. Fast Freddy, what's going on? Duke, Dayton had you sweating, right? Premium play winner on old Dayton yesterday, getting the job done. Squeaking it in. That was definitely a nail biter. Jalen at Barcelona, but it's 4-1. They got outplayed. If you watched I watched that game yesterday, and as I was watching that game towards the end of the first half, you could really see the momentum swing. I mean, they had their one goal on Messi's penalty shot. Other than that, you could really see the effort and the hustle by PSG. And I ended up making a live wager at plus 285 yesterday. And Barcelona to advance minus $1.30 was the only soccer play that the guys that put out the soccer lost yesterday. But I in-gamed it at plus 285, literally right before the half. And you could see that unless Barcelona came out and changed everything. And it was literally like every whistle in the first, the first 3 quarters of the game were all going Barcelona's way. It seemed like even the ref wanted Barcelona to advance, and they couldn't do it. They just got out-hustled, outbeat, outplayed. And it definitely showed in their 4-1 and what's-his-name getting the hat trick. Pretty damn cool. I mean, it sucks that we lost that play, but if you watch that game, it was a damn good game for the Dogs, that's for sure. Duke, you had the Bucks money line to cash a 6-teamer. The Bucks yesterday letting us down on that free play. The daily free play, we finally dropped one yesterday, unfortunately. Finally dropped one yesterday. It's been a while since we dropped a basketball free play, and we dropped one. But free plays from the live show yesterday. Nice big 2-0. Nice big 2-0 from the live show yesterday. That was nice. As you can see on the board, we had the free plays from yesterday still up on the board. I need to change that. From the live show, under in the Georgia game, Oklahoma State in the first half. Oklahoma State cashing big for us yesterday. What about Illinois yesterday? What the I don't even want to curse, but what in the world happened to the Fighting Illini yesterday? Jumping out to a monster lead. To a straight-up monster lead. And then giving it back towards the end of the first half. They let them back into it. And then the second half happened. Whew! Holy hell. Holy hell. Yeah, the Dayton game was crazy. Duke says I was ready to cash out in Bitcoin and then they shit the bed, right? I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Bitcoin, speaking of Bitcoin, almost 52K this morning. Almost 52K, new high for Bitcoin. Hitting 51,717 this morning on Coinbase. Is at 51,337. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. Early bird gets the worm on that one there. As far as the free play goes. Early bird gets the worm. Put it out yesterday before the big line movement, and there's definitely some line movement in it. That is for sure. That is for sure. Alrighty. Jared says, anyone think the Clippers can stop the Jazz tonight? I got to tell you, I keep betting the Jazz, expecting them to lose. Because it's got to stop sooner or later. I keep betting them, fully expecting them to donk off a game. And they just keep trucking along. It's what they do. But I'm waiting for them to finally get off that big run. But until then, I don't see how you don't keep riding them. Ride them till the wheels fall off type of thing. Ryan C., what's going on, brother? What is going on? Yep, Jazz absolutely killing it. And if you take a look at their last 18 games, it's even better than that, Seth. It's actually it's absolutely pretty damn good. All right, give me 1 second. Jeffrey, I see that you signed up for the big combo package. Sending you my personal plays now. I don't know if you're watching, sir, but if you are, you'll be getting a text message from me real shortly. Give me 1 second, folks. And then we're going to jump right into the game day breakdowns. Well, Jeffrey, I need your cell phone number so I can text you games. Guess I'll email you for that one after the live show. All right, so what do we got planned for today? Premium plays. Red hot. Winning day after winning day after winning day. Soccer, another winning day. Yesterday. It's going to be a big day today. It's going to be a big day today, highlighted by my game of the week, which you have until 7 p.m. To get on board. 7 p.m. Eastern time, that is, to get on board. So let's jump right into it. Let me get all of my stats and all that good stuff up. Let me log into Stats LLC, get our live odds courtesy of Bet Online. Speaking of Bet Online, if you have never been with Bet Online yet, if you have never been with them before, never opened up an account, and you want to try us out, get 2 days of premium plays or 2 days of my personal plays absolutely free, if you go to our website, and right here, everything's backwards on me because the board's moved. If you read this stuff, you click on this link or that link right there, and you read that part of the page, and you follow those instructions, you get 2 days of premium plays or 2 days of my personal plays on the house just for creating an account there. And depositing, I think it's $50. Yeah, $50. Reading through the comments. And that's for people that want to try us out or try them out and get 2 days. It doesn't matter if you've been with us before, you're still eligible for that one. Give me 1 second, folks. Just wrapping up something here. Oops. Alrighty. Cody, good morning. Joe Free, haven't missed anything. Corey L, what's going on? Eric, good morning. Joe Free, good morning. Thomas G, thank you, sir. Peck, why can't you? That I don't know. They just choose not to do business with New Jersey people for some reason. TD, absolutely. Absolutely, definitely have money making planned on the agenda today. That is a for sure thing. Alrighty. We got a lot of games on the board today, folks. A lot of games on the board. I know which ones some of you guys are going to want to hear about. And we're going to take a look at some of those. We're not going to be able to get through all the games today. You know, you've got some early action. Wagner and Mount St. Mary's for the early action junkies that are here. You've got Iona and Quinnipiac, NC State and Pittsburgh at 4:30 Eastern time. You got Evansville and Indiana State, Boston U, Holy Cross, Sacred Heart, Central Connecticut State, all at that 5 p.m. Eastern time slot. Gardner, Webb, and Radford at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Then the good games actually start. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super pumped. Jared's in AA listening to Cappers Direct. Congrats there, Jared. Rich, you're cracking me up. We don't mind doing business with people from New Jersey here. We could definitely do the Maryland and Nebraska breakdown. Matt's in virtual meetings all day long, listening to Cap Nation with an earpiece in his ear. Very nice. I absolutely love it. Jared, can you get a bet online in Nebraska? Yes, you can. But if you guys are going to take advantage of that promo, the only thing that you need to make sure that you do is click on the link on our website. That way they know you came from the live show. It's our way of giving back and saying thanks to everybody that supports the live show, that supports our sponsors, because they pay to be here. William, if I have time, I'll break down that game. Brian says less than half the people here hit the thumbs up. And I'm sure you guys want something big and juicy today. So if you guys want something big and juicy, start smashing that thumbs up button. And we will bring it to you. All right, finishing logging into everything. We're going to jump right into the breakdowns. We'll take a look at one of those early action games for you guys. We'll take a look at the NC State and Pittsburgh game. We'll start off with that one, and then we'll bounce around. We'll hit that Maryland game. We'll probably hit Syracuse and Louisville. Probably hit Marquette and Butler. We'll hit a few of them. We're going to try and hit a few of them today. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. Ribeye sounds good. I think we're having pasta tonight, though. Chris, anywhere from 2 to 3. I think they've got 3 posted today. I think there's 3 posted today. Brian, you're headed to the barbershop. Very nice. Very nice. Hopefully they take care of you. Give me 1 second, folks. 1 second. Give me 1 quick second. Just logging into something here. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll. All righty. All right. Nathan said he's liking the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs look good today. Vike says kind of Do you mostly always have money on premium plays also? I always bet the premium plays. I bet every single premium play and personal play that I put out. Brian, you don't get to smoke at the barbershop like you do here. Hey, smoking here is acceptable. Smoking here is acceptable. Give me one quick second. Okay. Ready to rock and roll. Huge win, Justice. Congrats right there. Why is the Golden State game a pick'em? Is the line off? Nothing with Golden State is ever off, it seems. The books definitely have Golden State's numbers, and they're generally spot on. Them and the Heat. It should be a good game. Them and the Heat should definitely be a good game. Henry says Kentucky gets the job done today easy. Williams says Kentucky, Drake, and Greensboro. All right, so we're going to jump into it. First one that we're going to do that good old NC State game. NC State and Pitt will be the first one that we do. And we're going to have some fun. Uno, who owns Cappers Direct? Well, I don't. But there's actually a couple individuals here that own Cappers Direct. And they found me. I was actually applied here a long time ago. And they're very selective. They haven't hired anybody on the capping side in years. And we've had one. As a matter of fact, FC was the last one that they hired. I think five years ago? Yeah, about 5 years ago. I'd have to check, but FC 4 or 5 years ago was the last one they hired. And, I mean, I know some of the guys already here. So I threw my name out there that I was interested in. It just, I mean, years ago, and it just never lined up. But they've been around a while. Reyna says, no power. Wow. I hope you get your power back, man. Yeah, Rich, they found me wandering around in the desert, homeless, sitting at a bus stop, right? No, we don't just hire random people from a bar like some of these other companies do. Find people in the bars down in Florida and just randomly hire people, you know? We don't just hire people sitting on their couches to make videos and shit like that. Right, Chris? We've timed Portland right pretty much every time. You guys crack me up. You guys crack me up. Alrighty. Looking in basements and closets, right? That's exactly the case. It's exactly the case. They found me wandering the streets of Fremont Street, right? No. I had a couple friends that worked here, and I really wanted to work here. These guys take good care of everybody. And we're all paid exceptionally well for what we bring to the company, but we all bet the games too, so why the new camera angle? Camera angle will probably be switching. The whole film studio got shuffled around. Something happened to the cameras? Nope, we still have all the cameras. In a nutshell, when they built the little studio, it wasn't the way I wanted it. It was the way that, because I wasn't in the office when they built it. I was still up in the Vegas office when they were building it. So I finally got them to rotate things and move things the way that I want it. Yesterday, it wasn't done. It wasn't done this morning. It's not complete. So some things will be changing. The camera angles will probably change. The monitor that has my live chat needs to be from over here where this camera is to over here so I can actually see it. Justice, am I going to put it in the barbershop pole? That fucker's hung. It's just a little noisy. It's just a little noisy. It's just a little noisy. And, believe it or not, that fucker spins too. So we do have a real one. We do have a real one, and it does work. Matter of fact, I hate deleting good stuff, but hey, it just means we made money yesterday, so. That board is blank. So we'll get everything situated, and that pole is just loud as hell. That's the only downfall to it, is it's loud. Yeah, Rich, I want the cameras to get my good side. You can't hear the pole. You can hear the pole when I turn it on. Duke says I could turn it on and right? I could. That's a fact. That's a fact. So now we've got the barbershop pole up. The camera angles are going to be switching. It's not where I want things. Let me tell you. The monitor and camera angle that's coming from this side is way too far away. That shit so far, I got font, like 70, 80-year-old man font. Nathan, you don't hear nothing? I know some people were able to hear some, but we'll see. It's noisy for me, that's for sure. Well, I'm not at home, Simon. How much snow am I getting at home? I live in the desert. It definitely, it's not snowing by me. And matter of fact, my sprinklers were on this morning when I left at home, watering the new grass in the backyard. Rich says, little known fact, Kyle used to be a hairstylist and a part-time model before becoming a capper. I did once model silk robes, but I was much younger. If you guys ever come up with that pictures or videos, you let me know. I'll probably have to bribe you for a lifetime membership. You like my Trojans tonight? The Trojans look good. A lot of good-looking games today. A lot of good-looking games today. Nebraska -40. Yeah, fuck that. Excuse my language. Simon says, wow, I forgot what grass looked like. And we were watering it this morning. I think my sprinklers come on every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. Water the grass in the morning. Isn't that crazy? You guys are freezing cold and we're watering the grass. Justice, right? If you could find it. It won't even look like me. I think I was 19 years old. 18. Actually, 18. All right, so finally going to jump into these game day breakdowns. And first one we're going to do the NC State and Pittsburgh game. Little 4:30 Eastern time action on the ACC network. And we're going to have some fun. So let's get the little tunes rolling, and we'll get a little breakdown rolling. And we're going to jump right into it, see if we can have some free plays that cash big for us all again today, just like it did yesterday. I don't know if that says 26 or -26. I think it says 26 here in Jersey right now. Yep, nope. Gonna pass. It's a hard pass. It's a hard pass on my joints, and don't think they'd be able to handle 26. That's for sure. Let's jump right into it. NC State catching 4 on the road at -105, which means you can get them at BetOnline at +4.5, or you can lay 4 -$1.15 and take Pitt, the home team, and only lay the 4. They are -190 moneyline favorite, +165 for NC State, with a full game total over and under 141.5 points. Fast Freddy says pitchers and catchers report Arizona. We love that. That just means we're getting closer to baseball, baby. First half numbers, NC State +2, Pitt laying 2 with a first half total of 66.5 points. Woo! All right, jumping into this one. First of all, you got NC State 8-9 on the year, 4-8 in conference play. Losers of 2 straight, losing to Duke as well as Syracuse. Before that, they had a big win over Boston College. Then they had 2 losses again. Virginia, Syracuse, they won against Wake Forest. What are they going to get against Pitt today, guys? They're going to play Pitt again at the very end of the month. Matter of fact, the last day of the month, they'll play Pittsburgh yet again. This time they travel on the road. They're going to play in Pittsburgh there. It's going to be a hell of a game. First of all, the Peterson Event Center does not have much of a home court advantage normally. But take out the factor of fans and all of that in a full arena, you're not going to see much of a home court advantage. You give them the on-the-road advantage or at-home advantage, sleeping in their own bed type of thing. Give them a point for a home court advantage there. So home court advantage, null, zilch for the most part. You take a look at NC State, guys, and then compare them against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 9-7 on the year, 5-6 there in the ACC conference play. They've only won 1 out of their last 5 games, and that was against Virginia Tech. They've lost to Georgia Tech, Virginia, Notre Dame, North Carolina, Wake Forest. They had 3 straight wins where they were looking like they were rolling, and everybody was starting to talk about Pitt. Pitt this, Pitt that, 4-1 in the ACC and ACC conference play, and then it was like, oh yeah, the wheels on the bus go round and round, and then they fucking fell off. The wheels on that old Pittsburgh team bus fell off back on the 23rd when they played Wake Forest, and they lost by 1. Then they lost by 10 to North Carolina. Then they lost by like nearly 30 to Notre Dame. They squeaked out a victory against Virginia Tech at home, and then they kept losing on the road. 2 more straight losses. Now, can Pitt bounce back with a big win today at home? They have lost at home. They lost to Notre Dame. They lost to North Carolina at home. They lost to Louisville at home. They also lost to St. Francis, PA. Yes, I said it. St. Francis, PA. They lost 80-70 in their very first game of the season at home. They are beatable at home. When you start taking a look at these numbers side by side, and you compare the numbers, first of all, NC State's played 12 conference play games to Pittsburgh's 11. So let's use conference play numbers only, because that's basically what they've been doing right now. When you take a look at NC State, not bad offensive numbers for the most part. There's a couple things that drag their offensive rating down. Turnovers, free throw shooting, pace of play. Pace of play, 17.3 seconds on average per possession. That's about a half a second slower, a little over a half a second slower than what they average all year long at 16.7 seconds per possession when they were the faster team. They hit 51.2% from the field. Their turnover number, like I said, is one of their liabilities. It's on the higher side, 21%. Offensive rebounds is a quality number, 30.6%. They hit 34.5% from three-point range, 50.9%, safe enough to round up to 51% from two-point range, and they're a 70% free throw shooting team. If you were to boost up their free throw shooting, lower their turnover percentage, they'd have a much higher rated offense, and they'd probably win a lot more games than they've already won, or that they haven't won. You take a look at Pitt. And believe it or not, in ACC conference play, Pittsburgh comes in with a better rated offense on paper. If you take their whole season numbers, they're actually a few spots behind NC State, excuse me. We'll talk about North Carolina later. When you take a look at the rest of their numbers, their overall numbers, 48.7% shooting from the field. They limit turnovers to a 17% number, which is a fairly low number. Offensive rebounds on the higher side, 31.6%. They hit 34% of their three-point attempts. They struggle when it comes to knocking down their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk, a mere 47%. 69% free throw shooting team. Two-foul participation, not really any factor in any equation there for either team. NC State's in it 13% of the time to Pittsburgh 19%. Pittsburgh right on the cusp of where it really matters. Height advantage, maybe a quarter-inch height advantage, so really nothing for NC State. Both go to the bench for over 25% of their total minutes. 27% for Pittsburgh, 33% for NC State. Both rely on that, that three-pointer for nearly 28% of their total points. Both rely on the free throw for 17% of their total points for NC State, or 19.5% for Pittsburgh. Yeah, we're doing the first breakdown now. As far as this one goes, I get it. NC State is a dumpster fire in conference play, 4-8 in conference play. Pittsburgh's not much better than that. Pittsburgh is not much better than that when you factor in, what they haven't done or what they've done. Both are coming off losing streaks. Obviously, losing and then going on the road is not an easy thing. Now, NC State did get a big win on the road, their very last road game against Boston College, and they didn't just beat them, they beat the snot out of them, 81-65. All right? They had a nice big win over them. Last year when they played, NC State beat them the last time they played, 73-58. A little revenge game on Pitt's mind here. But as far as this one goes, I kind of lean towards the dog. I like the dog here. I think the dog, and not a lean, this is more of a strong lean, a really strong, feisty lean. I really like NC State in the situation here. Plus the 4.5, minus $1.15. So we're going to start out the day with a small free play. On NC State plus the 4.5 on the road. Now, do I think they're a live dog? I do think they're a live dog. I really do. But if you're going to give me 4.5 points with a shitty team, then I'll take the 4.5 points rather than take the plus 165 money line. Fast Freddy, then the Boston College coach got fired mid-season during a pandemic. They made a bunch of bullshit, complaints. Big deal. He got fired. But yeah, he definitely got fired. He got his ass handed to him. But as far as this one goes, and it's going up on the board, So I think when we put something on the board, I need to get this on a switch somehow. But when this goes up on the board, I think we need the barbershop pole to be spinning. All right? Maybe I just want to put something up on the board, so let's get it up on the board. Look at that. It almost did it correctly. I need to program that to be over there. Look at that. The barbershop pole is spinning. Looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? As far as the total goes, as far as the total over and under 141, I can see this one creeping over, folks. I can see this one creeping over. I do lean towards the over. Over 141.5, I believe it was. That's just a lean, though. As far as the actual side of the game, the free play side, remember, it is a small free play. I bet $3,000 on a premium play or $3,000 on a personal play. And this will be a $500 play for me. So that's 1/6 of what I normally bet on one of our big games. Okay? So please, please, please keep that in mind. It is 1/6 of a normal bet for me. But we'll get that one up on, keep that one up on the board. We'll start breaking down some more games. That is a noisy, noisy, noisy pull. I need a little switch that I could just hit. Need to work on that. All right, so we're gonna move around on the board today for some breakdowns. We're gonna move around. We're gonna take a look at the Syracuse and Louisville game next. That is the next breakdown coming up. That one is coming up next, 6:30 Eastern Time. Another ACC network game there at the KFC Yum, at the Yum Center there in Louisville. Remember, premium plays are posted online. Game of the week later today. Don't miss out. The combo package is back. A week of premium plays. A week of my personal plays. Yes, you get both. You get the best of both worlds. You get guaranteed Saturday. You get the UFC Max Fight Pick for this weekend. You also get the Sunday guaranteed play as well. All for $3, and you get it all. Thomas, a foot pedal switch, right? Just a little, I mean, I got a big enough desk here I could, although I got so much shit on my desk, I need to go through it. Nathan, shipmate, you like NC State also? You researched it last night? Very nice. Very nice. Love it when we're all on the same side. Nathan says game of the week money. Game of the week is money. Game of the week is money today. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. Dustin, did they send out swag packages? The guy that does this, we have one person that is in charge of the swag packages. He was out of the office because he was exposed to COVID. So they made him go out for whatever it was, 7 days or 10 days or something like that. Then the poor dude came back for like 2 days. Was exposed to it because his wife got it. Like, not like a false or anything like that. His wife got it. So he was out. He came back like 2 weeks later, and then he got it. And he didn't even get it from his wife. I don't know where he got it from, but he got it. And he's back in the office, finally. Finally back in the office, from what I was told. And I did an update on him. I know he's been shipping them out. It's only one guy. He can only do so many in a day. And he's going by order that you purchased the bowl package. So he is making those up, and those are going out. And people that didn't get them yet or were delayed will have a little special something in there as well. That'll be to make up for the extra time delay for the swag package. But yeah, it was a shitty situation for him. He was out, then in, and I think he's an hourly employee. I know he's not on salary. I don't think he's on salary like the rest of us. But sucked for him, but I know the company took care of him, though. But he was out, and then back for a day, and then literally gone, and then out, and then he got it. He survived it twice by not getting it, then got it. But yeah, you should be getting it soon, Dustin. Everybody should if you haven't already got it. Trust me, you're on the list. And he's going one by one, shipping them all. There was a lot of them. J-Rox is a picture of me. Picture of me in the Silk Road modeling days, right? No way. Yeah, he had some bad luck. He definitely had some bad luck. He survived not getting it twice. And then this guy would come to work and then go home, and that's it. He says he stopped at a gas station and went to the grocery store. He thinks he got it at the grocery store or the gas station, one of the two. He didn't even get it when his wife had it. Got it like 4 or 5 days after she was already... although maybe he did get it when she had it and just didn't test positive for it. Who knows? I'm just glad I wasn't in that office. They had to shut down the Vegas office each time he came back, and had a company come in and deep clean it. So, which is good. And I'm glad that they do that. They do that here too. If somebody was to get it, I mean, luckily for me, out of this office, there's not many in this office. J-Rock, you never know, right? Never know in today's day and age. Doris is the Kentucky girl. Me wants to go with Louisville and Kentucky. You know, probably a good bet today. Seth says, damn it, we missed out on a swag package. Yeah, the bowl package had a swag package. I don't know if they're going to do it again because they sold so... We didn't expect to sell as many of them as we did. And they sold so many of them. This poor guy's been busy shipping swag packages for like the life of them. They should do something for the March Madness package, though. They should. Alex, you missed the barbershop pole spinning in a free play. All right, so next one up. Dukes is almost positive that's how you got it from a gas station. You know, that's like the only place you go where there's no hand sanitizer is the gas stations. You know what I mean? They should have a hand sanitizer at every pump, to be honest. Or just keep it in your truck. I've got a bottle in every car or truck. All right, Syracuse, the Orange guys, 12-6 on the year. 6-5, they're in the ACC conference play. Louisville, 11-4. 6-3 in conference play, coming off a win over Georgia Tech. They have only won 2 out of their last 5 games, but 2 out of their last 3. Wins against Duke and Georgia Tech. They lost to Clemson, Florida State, and Miami. Those are their 3 conference losses. They also have conference wins over Pittsburgh, Boston College, Virginia Tech, and Wake Forest, to go along with wins over Evansville, Seton Hall, Prairie View A&M, Western Kentucky, and Kentucky. Do we put out a full bracket for the tournament? No, not usually. We don't do a bracket. Our March Madness package includes the actual tournament games itself. Stuff we make money on, or we can make money on as betting wise. You know, comparing both teams side by side, first of all, 9 conference play games for Louisville, 11 for Syracuse. Safe to say we can get away with using conference play numbers. When you take a look at conference play numbers, first of all, you're going to see that right off the bat, Louisville has... J-Rock just chew some dirt, it'll cure it. Louisville has the number 1 defense, rated defense in the ACC. Their offense is a little lackluster. It's not too bad, but it's a little lackluster, and it lacks in a few categories. 3-point shooting, 2-point, all the scoring departments. That was sarcastic if you guys couldn't catch. Syracuse, on the other hand, has a quality offense, hitting 51.4% from the field. They knocked down 34% of all their 3-point attempts. 51% of all their 2-point plays are hitting over 81% from the free throw line. Charity stripe shooting, 81%. Shane is out fishing. Shane is out fishing. Does it come with a free signed robe photo? No on the robe photo. As far as March Madness package goes, I don't remember what it's not much, and it comes with a lot. I think it's like $220, $250, something like that. It's not expensive. It's not expensive for what it comes with. Comes with some premium plays or personal plays. Comes with soccer and stuff. It comes with a lot of stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, definitely some good games tonight. Seth says no photo, I'm out, right? But yeah, the March Madness package is good every year. Taking a look at the rest of Syracuse. All right. As far as Syracuse goes, they do a lot of things right on offense. The only problem and the liability with Syracuse is their 2-foul participation is massive, nearly 70%. It's because they don't have a deep bench this year. Gary, you're very welcome. Peter says, I think Syracuse, the better team tonight, better defense. I don't know if I would say Syracuse has the better defense because Louisville, at least in ACC conference play, Louisville's ranked number 1 as far as adjusted efficiencies rated for their defense on paper. Syracuse comes in ranked 7th. Overall, Louisville's got the number 29 defense in the country based on adjusted efficiency, strength of schedule, opponent strength of schedule, and all of that. Whereas Syracuse comes in around the 90th mark. And we'll go over their defense and the defensive numbers. And there's a lot of things that Louisville does great on defense. Syracuse does some good things on defense as well. And I think we're going to see 2 quality defensive units today. But let's talk about Louisville's offense. A little lackluster in a few departments. 48.4% shooting from the field. 32.8% offensive rebounding. They lead the offensive rebounding department right there between these two teams. Pace of play is a tad bit on the slower side. 17.7 seconds on average per possession. 31% shooting from three-point range. 49% shooting of all their two-point plays. They're a 70% free throw shooting team. Limiting turnovers by both teams on offense has been a good thing. When you take a look at defenses, let's take a look at Louisville's defense first of all. They have the number 1 rated defense in the ACC based on adjusted efficiencies. They're holding teams to 47.5% shooting. They're holding teams to 29% shooting from three-point range, 50.7% of all their two-point plays. The one problem, and it's not a problem, the one thing that they lack on defense is creating turnovers. They do limit offensive rebounds down to a 23%, which is a great number. Taking away that offensive rebound is a great number for Louisville, something that they do right. Now, Syracuse, on the other hand, on defense, they're no slouch either. Even though they may come in ranked 7th in the ACC on defense, it's only because of 2 categories, and one of them is really out of their control. Opponents are shooting 77% from the free throw line against Syracuse. Why this number is factored into the equation, in my opinion, it shouldn't be, because who's on the line next to them is not going to dictate if Joseph Girard knocks down a free throw or not, or if Griffin knocks down one for Syracuse, or vice versa, whoever's on the line for Louisville. The other spot that Syracuse does absolutely horrible on defense, and this is one of the big reasons why their defense is not rated as high as it is, and it can be misguiding if you're looking at just stats, is what they give up for offensive rebounds. Dead last in their conference. They give up 35.5% offensive rebounding to opposing teams. That's a big number to give up. Giving up 35% of all rebounds or offensive rebounds, that's a monster number to give up. Everything else they do exceptionally well. They hold teams to 47.7% shooting overall, 30% shooting of their three-point attempts, their opponent's three-point attempts, 49% shooting of their opponent's two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. Louisville's two-foul participation is 32%. Syracuse comes in at 69%. As far as this one goes, the line on this one, Syracuse +5, Louisville laying 5, over and under set at 140.5 points. First half number, Syracuse +2.5, Louisville laying 2.5, over and under 65.5. The one thing that I do like in this game is I really like that first half over. Now, if they get off to a slow start, I can see it stalling and not hitting. But that two-foul participation by Syracuse will open up a lot of easy buckets for Louisville towards the end of the first half. No different for Louisville. They're in it nearly 40% of the time. As far as this one goes, I like Syracuse and Louisville's first half over 65.5. There's another one for you guys. I do like that one. And I lean towards Syracuse. I'll probably have a small wager on the Syracuse-Louisville first half over, like small, $200, which is a 15th of what I normally bet, maybe $300. I'm not totally in love with it to where I really want to fire on it, but I do like it. But I do like Syracuse plus the 5. as well as the first half over. Now, I'm not sure I really like this, the full game over. Now, if the first half over hits, more than likely the second half, the full game over will hit. More than likely. Not always the case, though. But I do like the first half over as well as Syracuse plus the 5. That's my leans on this one. And again, remember, leans are what we're leaning towards, folks. Leans are what we're leaning towards. Doesn't necessarily mean that's what we're firing on, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean that's what we're going to be firing on. What I will be firing on is premium plays, personal plays, and that monster game of the week. Give me 1 second, folks. Make a little adjustment here. Give me 1 second. Screwing with the cameras and screwing shit up. Screwing stuff up, unfortunately. I tried being smart and adjusting the settings, and unfortunately, I screwed shit up. So give me 1 second, folks, while I correct these adjustments. All right. I think we should, hopefully, be good to go. Now, I think we actually have because if you change what ain't broke, then, whatever. Anyways, all right, we're back. So, Syracuse plus the 5, and I do like the first half over. How much do I put on a free play? Just depends what kind of free play it is. If you're talking about the one that's on the board, NC State, that's like a $500 free play for me. It's 1/6 of what I normally bet. If I give you a premium play for free, I've got $3K on it. If I give you a personal play for free, I've got $3K on it. So everyone just depends on which, what kind of play it is. Justice, I was actually adjusting just the settings, and it screwed everything up. Unfortunately. You know me trying to do too much. We were hiring somebody to come in and run the back end of it, but when COVID happened, we decided not to, but we will soon. Once yes, Justice, to win 3K or win 500. The points on the first half, over and under 65.5. But hopefully soon they will. I've had my first round of vaccination, and I get the second one in like 16 more days or something like that. No, 6 more days. 6 more days, I get the second round of the vaccination. And being in close quarters, I didn't want them to have somebody in, but we have plans to hire somebody that will come in and run the back end of the live show and make things a lot better. That way there's will be things that I don't have to worry about and all of that nature. So they will be hiring somebody for that, and it's just up to when I'm ready for that. Justice, which one? I got the Pfizer. I got the Pfizer one. First round went good. I know some people are for it, some people are against it. You know, I was against it. Not a big fan of it. But, you know, my mother-in-law has a lung disease. If she catches it, it'll kill her. My wife has an autoimmune issue. If she catches it, it may get her. So, do my part to try and keep my family safe, regardless of, you know, my personal beliefs on it. Yeah, Justice, I heard that the second one, I heard the second one's no joke. I'll let you know. I'll let you know in 6 days from now. Your mother-in-law got sick for a week. Yeah, I hope not, man. I hope not. I hope not, but, you know, anything's possible. Anything is possible. All right, so we're going to take a look at another game. We're going to take a look at that Marquette and Butler game. If we have time, we'll take a look at the Duke game and the Drake game if we have time. Rich, I love it. I love it. Yep, Jay Landon one is the booster for the second. The first one, my arm was just sore. Arm was dead for like a day and a half. Left arm was dead for a day and a half. Somebody was saying that they still see Virginia at plus 2,200 to win it all. They're actually plus 2,800 right now at BetOnline. I have them at 2,500. Mr. Engel, thank you, sir. Justice, you know, it was probably the only one that I was actually excited to get. You know, once you get it, it kind of gives you like a sense of security. As long as, you know, I mean, shit, it's been over 2 weeks. I didn't grow a third eyeball. You know, I haven't grown a fourth arm yet. So we're still good. Or a fourth leg yet. So we're still good. But, yeah, you know, regardless of my, you know, my opinion on it, the faster everybody gets it, the hopefully we can get back to normal life, you know? Because the way the shit's rolling sucks, to be honest. All right, so Brent, what's going on, brother? Oh, man. Nathan, are you hedging that parlay? Are you hedging that parlay, sir? Waiting on Louisville? Jared, I don't need them to win at all. I've got $50K to hedge off of, to make hedge opportunities. Thomas G caught that one. Nathan, some of you guys caught that one. Right, Brian? You know, I got lucky and was able to get it with my wife and mother-in-law who were getting it. Camera is froze again. All right. Froze and they keep freezing on us. But yeah, I don't need Virginia to win it all back-to-back to cash nicely on them. Trust me, the moment I'm able to start hedging and securing a profit, From that 50K, I definitely will. And I might even add to it. If they go higher than 2,800, I'll probably add another 1,000 to it. I probably will, to be honest. All right, so next one that we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do the Marquette and Butler game next. Little 6:30 Eastern time game. Butler laying 2, minus $1.15, plus 2 for Marquette, which means you can get plus 2.5. Matt says, so weird, thing going back-to-back feels like 3 years ago when they won, right? No March Madness last year, right? Nathan, I don't know if you're asking me. Mine is not to make the Final Four. Mine is actually to win the national championship. I showed off the 2 tickets yesterday. 1,000 to win 25K. I bet it twice yesterday, or bet it twice the other day at Bet Online. So to win 50K, and I have 2K invested in it. I figured when they get around the Sweet 16, depending on the lines, I'll probably have hedging opportunities, assuming they make the Sweet 16. If they don't, then I donked off 2K, and I'll be honest, I've donked off 2K on stupider shit. But I really don't want to start hedging until, you know, the Elite 8, if possible. But I could theoretically do it starting around the Sweet 16, possibly even sooner than that. Just depends how much profit I want. Peter, is there a members-only video after this? No members-only video today. There will be a members-only live show tomorrow. Members-only live show tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time. Jaylan in Virginia's 35 plus 3,500. Very nice. Stacy, is that Syracuse's team total over 67.5? I'm going to stay away from the team totals on that one. If that's what you're asking, if that's the team total, I'm going to stay away from the team total and just focus in on Syracuse plus the 5 and, you know, the first half total for both teams combined. Butler laying 2, Marquette plus 2. If you want to get the same juice as Butler laying 2, you can actually get Marquette plus 2.5 minus $1.15. Marvin, cutoffs are at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Cutoffs are at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Total on this one, over and under 129. First half number is Butler laying 1, minus $1.15, and the full first half total over and under 60.5 points. Actually, I never even opened up this the stats for this one. I like this matchup. By the way, this will be on Fox Sports 1, so most people. Stacey Rich has the first half number. You know, I think it's high. 67.5 is 2 points higher. I'd probably stay away from it. For the fact that it is 2 points higher than absolutely everywhere. Obviously not everywhere because you have it at 67.5, but I definitely look at Bet Online so that way you can get a realistic number. All right, Marquette, 9-12 on the year for the Golden Eagles. Losers of 3 straight. Losers of 6 of their last 7, losing to DePaul, Providence, St. John's, Creighton, Villanova, and Seton Hall. Here they are getting Butler, who they've already beaten 70-67. Matter of fact, it was their last win back on February 2nd. The last time they won, they beat Butler 70-67. Here they are on the road. Now, they have notched a couple road wins. They beat St. John's on the road. They beat Georgetown on the road, and they beat Creighton on the road. Leo, soccer is out. Soccer is posted on the website. So Marquette has shown the capability to be a buster on the road and start busting some teams up on the road. You've got Butler, 7-11 on the year. 6-9 there in conference play in the Big East. And by the way, Marquette 5-10 in the Big East conference play. Butler coming off their loss to Georgetown, 78-63. They lost by 15 on the road. They had a home victory over St. John's, 76-73. They beat DePaul. Before that, they've lost to Marquette, Xavier, and Connecticut. They've won 2 out of their last 6 games. However, they've won 2 out of their last 3 games, and that was their games against DePaul and St. John's. When you take a look at both teams side by side, and if we use conference play only numbers, oh my God, is Butler's offense a straight disaster. But then again, Marquette's defense is a disaster as well. Take a look at Butler, because that's who we bring up first. They're hitting 48% from the field. Their offensive rebounding is a very lackluster low. 25% of all the rebounds are offensive rebounds. They hit 33% from three-point range. That's about the only thing that they do quality on offense, and it's actually below the Division I average. They hit 46.4% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. Again, over 3.5% below the Division I average. They hit only 62% from the charity stripe. When you take a look at Marquette's offense, they hit 50.7% from the field. They convert 32.8% from three-point range, which, again, below a Division I average. They do convert 51.6% of all their two-point plays, and they're a 72% free throw shooting team. Two-foul participation doesn't really favor one versus the other. Butler's in it 15.5% of the time to the 19.5% that Marquette is in it. Marquette's right on the cusp before you really see an advantage. Do I pick teams solo over and under? Sometimes I do, not every day. When you take a look at the defenses, let's take a look at Marquette's defense and what their liability is. Marquette's liability is their defensive game, where they're ranked nearly last. They give up 51.5% shooting overall. Not a big deal there. Their turnover rate is very low. They're just not creating turnovers on defense. They're not getting stops and creating turnovers at a low rate of 15.4%. They're giving up over 40.5% three-point shooting to their opponents, which means Butler is going to have as many opportunities to knock down deep threes as if they've ever wanted. If they want to try and pad that number that they've had all season and try and increase it, they're going to have an opportunity against Marquette because Marquette absolutely sucks defending the three ball. Now, one number that Marquette's defense does do exceptionally well, and it's actually number 2 in the Big East, is holding teams to 45.9% shooting of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. That is a quality number that Marquette has on defense. Now, Butler on defense, I wouldn't rate them very high. I think they're rated higher than they probably should be. The fact that they limit offensive rebounds to the 25.5% mark is probably one of the reasons why they're rated as high as they are. Because overall, they give up 52% shooting. They give up 35.4% shooting of all three-point attempts by their opponents. They give up 51.7% of all their opponents' two-point plays. Their turnover rate is a tad bit higher than Marquette, 4% higher at 19.6%. Other than that, I think the Butler's defense, if you're staring at paper and you're breaking down these games without any knowledge of what's gone on in any game so far, you're going to say, oh, wow, the advantage is Marquette's offense and Butler's defense. Those are the two where this game is going to matter. But if you know what's happened with Butler and you've watched their games and you've seen their players play, and even if you take in the full 1.5-inch height advantage on average for everybody from Marquette, Butler will look like little midgets compared to them. If you look at just paper numbers, you're going to think Marquette's defense is completely trash. Now, while it is, but Butler's defense I hold in the same category. they are nearly the same, if not worse, in most stats that actually matter on the court overall and that affect the game. I don't think Marquette's defense is or should be ranked lower than Butler's, in my opinion. I think the line is off. However, it's easy for the books to say, hey, we're going to make Butler a 2-point favorite at home. Everybody in the world that's going to look at this game is going to see those Marquette stats on defense, and they're going to take Butler. They'll probably overlook all the red when it comes to Butler's offensive numbers. As far as this one goes, I think Butler would be the wrong play. As far as the total goes, I'm off of the total. Don't have a single play on the total. Matter of fact, I'm going to steer clear of the total. Now, I think Marquette has a chance to win this game at plus $1.15. However, plus 115 or lay $1.15 and give me 2.5 points. I'm going to lean towards Marquette here. And guys, this is just a lean. I'd rather not bet a game that I expect to be close. I'd rather put my money elsewhere. So I do lean on Marquette plus the 2.5 minus $1.15. I think they're a live dog here. I think they probably win the game outright. But again, I think Marquette plus the 2.5 is probably the better play. Now maybe they end up losing. But as far as this one goes, I do lean towards the road dog here in Marquette plus the 2.5. Jay Landon says Marquette is the pick. But again, I think there's better games out there. I know a lot of people asked me about this one earlier in the day. I think there's better games out there. I'm not even going to touch the Duke breakdown, guys. I'm so far off of betting on Duke. Now, Duke probably wins and covers, but again, they're on the road. J-Rock said we're just talking crap about Shane, that's all. As far as Duke goes, they probably win and cover. But again, I'm going to lay off of Duke. My coffee is empty. It's a party foul. Portland plus the points in Utah, right? Duke money line, if anything. I agree. You know, again, I'm not a big fan of Duke. Not a big fan of Duke. Not one bit. Not one bit. Now, I got to tell you guys are a little lacking in the thumbs up department. 150 here, only 101 thumbs ups, which I do appreciate. First of all, if you guys are new to our YouTube channel, take 1 second out of your day and hit that thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. Even if you're not new to our YouTube channel and you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you do not miss a beat on anything that we do. From daily free play videos to live shows like this, you will be notified each and every single time we're dropping content. Now, when you're done with that, when you're done hitting that subscribe button, you'll notice right next to that, there's a join button. Come join the YouTube exclusive site where we put out exclusive content, exclusive videos for members only, as well as members only live shows. There is a members only live show going down tomorrow. For everybody that doesn't know, members only live show goes down tomorrow. Tomorrow, 2:30 Eastern time. Okay? We are going to break down another one. I do have my game of the week today. It does come with a cost. It is $100. It's a standalone one-off event. It is a basketball play. It is $100. It does come with a guarantee where we put out a guarantee on it, guaranteed to win, or you will get the next one free. But if you guys haven't been following along, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. We keep winning game of the week after game of the week after game of the week. If you're not on it, you need to click that link that I just posted in the comment section and go get yourself the game of the week. Last week's blowout, going to be another blowout this week. And if you don't get on it, when we're talking about it tomorrow and we're hooting and hollering and virtual high-fiving and celebrating, we'll be counting our money. J-Rock, YouTube members only live shows, the notifications for videos and live shows. Members only stuff is in beta mode. It's brand new to YouTube. It's in beta mode. That's why I always tell you 2:30 Eastern time. So 12:30 your time. Set your alarm clock now. Set your alarm clock for tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern time, Arizona time, and you'll be all good to go. That's why I always tell you, just set your alarm clock and you'll be good to go. But yeah, they're members only. The notifications, they definitely lack in that department. But they're always making improvements. Everything's in beta mode, and they've been making changes each and every single week, bettering it. That's for sure. And Seth says, make sure you have all notifications set to on. I agree. You definitely need to do that as well. Rich, what's that in Canadian time? Happy hour. Chris, you get them? Good to know. Good to know. All right, so we're going to break down another one for you guys. We're going to break down one more for you guys. We're going to break down, give me one second, let me just double check everything here. Give me 1 second, folks. Any good games on today? A lot of great games. A lot of great games today. Next one we're going to do the Richmond and Virginia Commonwealth game. Good old VCU. Popping up everything for this one. This will be our next breakdown. This game goes down at 7 p.m. Eastern time. 7 p.m. Eastern time game. Let me pop up all the information for this one, and then we will have at it and put some money in everybody's pocket as well. There we go. J-Rock says Tennessee Chattanooga laying 8. Name so long they got to cover. I agree. Joseph says Bitcoin, though. Glad I cashed out some Bitcoin on BetOnline a few weeks ago. Yeah, Bitcoin up big. 51K right now. Loving every minute of it. Next stop, 55. Next stop, 60. Hopefully 100. All right, guys. Richmond coming in +2, +2, +105. Laying 2 for Virginia Commonwealth. And they actually juiced it, -125. The money line was 130. It is now -140. Over and under 142. On this one, first half number, VCU laying 1, over and under 67. Start taking a look at this one, guys. Richmond. The Spiders 11-4 on the year for Chris Mooney and the Spiders. They're 4-2 in conference play. They're coming off a non-conference win over St. Mary's of Maryland, 90-49. Before that, they had a conference win over St. Joseph's, 79-56. Are you serious, Seth? That's too bad. I didn't see that. I did not see that. Yep. Wow. Very sad. Very sad. It's too bad. Justice, so far what I've got is good. Right, Seth? No political response is needed on that one. Richmond. Yeah, anybody that loses the battle with cancer is it's a horrible thing. One day they got to get a cure for it all, you would think. Probably not, but because of the big money that people spend to fight it. Other than that, their last loss to LaSalle, Richmond, where they lost January 23rd, 84-78. They've only played one game in the month of February. They have played one game in the month of February. Other than their one game, and a non-rated game at that, they've lost to St. Bonaventure, Hofstra, and West Virginia. They've got some big wins, beating Kentucky, Woolford, Northern Iowa, Vandy, Loyola Chicago, Davidson, Rhode Island. Well, hello to you too there, Ben. Nothing like bragging because you got a win, right? Hopefully you gave it away for free on your Twitter account, right? VCU, on the other hand, the Rams from Richmond, Virginia, 15-4 on the year, 8-2 in conference play from St. Bonaventure. 8-2. Their last one against St. Bonnie. They beat Dayton. They beat Rhode Island. They beat LaSalle. They beat Dayton both at home and on the way. Or on the road, excuse me. Their last loss came January 20th against St. Bonnie, where they got their butts kicked 70-54. They ended up revenging that loss this last Friday with a 3-point victory. Let's talk about their 4 losses. West Virginia, Penn State, Rhode Island, and St. Bonnie's. Other than that, they have some pretty impressive big wins themselves, with wins over Utah State, Memphis, Mount St. Mary's, North Carolina A&T, Old Dominion, Western Carolina. The schedule was kind of loaded in the beginning to favor them. James Madison, St. Joseph's, George Mason, George Washington. Then they poured it on Dayton, LaSalle, Rhode Island. They beat Dayton twice and were able to revenge their loss in their last game this last Friday. Give me 1 second, folks. 1 quick second. I need to pop up the side-by-side comparison, and then we'll be good to go. then we'll be good to go. Almost ready, folks. Okay. Here we go again in the comments, right? Anyways, Richmond and VCU. Richmond and VCU. All right. There we go. Finally got it. Had to cycle back and get a page on it. When you start comparing both of these teams, Richmond definitely comes in with the better offense. No doubt about it. Richmond's shooting is lights out. However, they haven't played all but one game this month. Their last conference game and rated game was on January 26th. They have had some serious time off, and with serious time off generally comes game rust. Richmond, they hit 54.6% overall shooting from the field. They limit their turnovers at 15%. Offensive rebounding, they suck at 20%. 34.9% shooting overall from three-point range. 55.9% shooting of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. And 74% shooting from the charity stripe. You take a look at VCU's all-year numbers. 51% shooting overall from the field. 34.3% shooting from three-point range. 51% conversion of all their two-point plays. And a 75.7% free throw shooting team. Two-foul participation doesn't really favor anybody. 8.6% for VCU, 16.4% for Richmond. So really null and void. VCU will be the taller team, over an inch height advantage on average per player. Richmond does not have a very deep bench. They go to it just 16% of the total minutes played will be by bench personnel. 37% is what VCU will go to the bench for on average. Thank you, Matt, for pointing that one out. Some people like just to act like they have a big dick and they're big and tall, but yet they don't ever show any sports tickets that they're actually betting or they're actually ever show a loser. So when people don't show tickets, you kind of take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. Anyways, let's take a look at the defenses. Believe it or not, all season long, VCU's defensive numbers are top-notch. They're rated 14th in our system based on adjusted efficiency, strength of schedules, opponent strength of schedules, and all of that good stuff on defense. Compared to Richmond's 103. VCU is holding teams to 46% shooting. They are creating a massive amount of turnovers. They are the 5th best team in Division I at creating turnovers on defense. 1 out of every 4 trips, they're turning the ball over. Creating a turnover, that is. The one aspect of their defense that they lack at is limiting offensive rebounds. Luckily for them, they're the taller team in this situation, and Richmond struggles for an offensive rebound to save their life. They're holding teams to 30% shooting from out deep. They're holding teams to 46% conversion of all their two-point plays. They're holding teams to 69% free throw shooting. Why that stat is even in here, as it really makes no difference. But it's in here, and it's highlighted in green. So take that one out with common sense when you factor that into what each team is doing or giving up on defense. Richmond's defense gives up 53% shooting. They give up 33% conversion of 3-point plays. They give up 55% conversion of all their 2-point plays. Is there something funny? Ben Sports 247. When it comes to this game, you have two quality offenses. But Richmond's offense is definitely, if they were playing, if Richmond didn't have the big layoff, I'd probably think different on this one, and I'd probably take a different aspect of this game. Overall, based on offense and defense, I think VCU is the better team, in my opinion. Now, I like Chris Mooney as a coach. I like the coach from Richmond. A little bit more than I do from Mike Rhodes. A lot of you guys know I've made a lot of money betting VCU. VCU is a team that I ride hard when the time is right, and I don't always take them. VCU, if you guys remember 2 years ago, VCU first half was an insta-bet. Every single game, VCU first half they covered. Not so much anymore. And VCU's not an insta-bet for me anytime anymore. I have to time them right, but it's a team that I do follow religiously because it's a team that has made me so much money they cannot not keep track of what they're doing there with Baldwin and Ward and Williams and Corey Douglas. Those kids continue to put money in my pocket. Now bringing up old Brown Jones. He'll get some more playing time as a freshman. Next year he'll be a big player. Right, Seth? I hear you there. Nicholas, Malik, did you miss a personal play? No, you haven't missed. We do have a play up on the board. And I'll be showing that one here in just a second. But one thing that I do lean towards in this one, first of all, as far as the total goes, I'm off the total. One thing that I do like, actually I like two things in this one. One of them I'm betting, and I'm betting good. But I do like VCU's first half, laying 1. I think VCU will start out hot, like they normally do. Richmond hasn't played but one game this month, and it was a non-rated game. They haven't had a serious game since I believe we said it was the 26th of January. But what we are taking here, and I gave it out when it was minus $1.30. It's moved 10 points. So a 10-cent line movement is not a big deal. Let's put this poll back on for the show. The noisy poll in full effect as we put a free play up on the board. But VCU money line. I gave it out at 130. To all my clients, it's moved 10 measly cents to $1.40. Not a big factor there. But there's the plays. Remember the NC State plus 4.5 is a small free play. VCU is a personal play of mine. It's one of the 4 personal plays that I put out. It's one of the 4 personal plays that I put out. Stat Co-op VCU, you remember, there was a time 2 years ago, I think we won 18 or 19 straight VCU first half bets. And we'll continue to do it again. With VCU today. Now the first half, I'm going to bet the first half, but I'm going to bet it smaller, much smaller, okay guys? It won't be anywhere near the 3K that I put on VCU. Remember my game of the week. Game of the week goes down. You need to be signed up by $7 p.m. Eastern time is the cutoff. $7 p.m. Eastern time is the cutoff for the game of the week. Shane, anybody on the Jazz? I'll be on the Jazz. I'm going to ride them until the wheels fall off. Them being a small favorite today, they just keep covering spread after spread after spread after spread, and I keep betting them, waiting for the wheels to fall off, expecting it to fall off. Matt, if you get a money line, I like the money line a lot better than laying one, just in case for some reason it's tied at the half. If you get a money line, I would take the money line over the laying the one every day of the week. As far as the Jazz go, that line is up to 3.5. That was 3 this morning. But I do like the Jazz. Just scary. The run's got to stop sooner or later, right? But hey, we used to think that about the VCU first half 3 seasons ago. Seth says, blindly riding the Jazz till they don't cover 75%, right? Free money's free money. Don't forget the big combo package is up. That is back for everybody that doesn't know. If you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up button. And then, Howard, you have Jazz laying 4. Yeah, it's 3.5 now on Bet Online. I'd probably take the money line before I laid the 4. It's probably a good bet. Either way. Remember, no members content today. Members only content. There's a members only live show tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern time. So make sure you guys become a YouTube exclusive member. Game of the week, 7 p.m. Eastern time is when you need to be signed up by. And let's all have a great day today. How much do I bet on the game of the week? Some weeks I bet 10K, sometimes I've got 15 or more. I've got over 10 on it as of right now. Spread out. And I'll probably have a little more on it as well. But usually 3 to 5 times. Well, 4 to 5 times at a minimum what I normally bet. Jake Chandler, hello. Right back at you. All right, folks. I'm out of here. Enjoy your hump day. Matt, you can hear the barbershop pole now, right? It's there. It's there. We'll flash the board one more time for everybody. It's a noisy son of a gun. It's a noisy son of a gun, but it's there. The barbershop pole is there. Stacy, definitely appreciate it. You too. Everybody enjoy your day. Please bet responsibly, guys. Remember, wager responsibly at all times. Always live to fight another day, if you know what I mean. Good luck, everybody. Wager responsibly, and we will all I'll see you guys soon. Justin, did you miss the hump day, the Camel commercials? We'll see if we can get one for you for next hump day. Have a blessed day, everybody, and please bet responsibly. And we'll see you guys all live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Good luck, everybody. Matt, very welcome, brother.